Good evening and welcome to Big Z Sports presentation of high school softball. Tonight's game is presented by the Kime Company, Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, and Right Mark Roofing. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Wood Electric, Stocker Concrete, Grandview Exterior Systems, the Cush Financial Group, and PAC Drilling. Now, let's head to the field with Big Z Sports.
Welcome into Strasburg Community Park. Joe Geckler and Logan McPeek for high school softball. We have a good one today, a Division VII matchup between the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets and the host Strasburg Lady Tigers. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Joe Geckler, along with Logan McPeek in the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studios in Logan. We have a good one on hand here today as you have a three-time state champion, 3 of the last 5 years, really, for the Strasburg Lady Tigers to win the state title. Last year, Conotton Valley got them 3 times, twice in the regular season, once in the district tournament, and then Conotton Valley went on to the regional semifinals to eventually fall to Portsmouth Notre Dame. But a great matchup here today between Strasburg and Conotton Valley. Should be a great pitching matchup and just overall a great softball game.
Don't look at Conotton Valley's 6-5 record and think that that's a 500 softball team. They've played some tremendous competition so far in the course of the season. Obviously, and past weekend, coming off a doubleheader loss to Steubenville, who's one of the better teams in Division III.
Absolutely.
So you have two of the best teams in Division VII going at it today here at Strasburg Franklin Park.
You have actually two of the best pitchers in the area and maybe even the Division VII in the state of Ohio, with Maddie Kelly for the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets and Miley Reifenschneider for the Strasburg Lady Tigers. Of course, they come in at 9-2. They're only 2 losses to the defending state champion Dover Lady Tornadoes, and last night they lost to Louisville 5-3, both Division III schools, and then Conotton Valley 6-5, but have played some stiff competition. They played in Myrtle Beach, and they have performed well when needed. Again, Maddie Kelly versus Miley Reifenschneider today at Strasburg for Conotton Valley and the Tigers. A big thanks to Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, the Kime Company, and Right Mark Roofing for our presenting sponsors all spring long, whether it be softball, baseball, track and field. I know Shannon Thomas on the hill for a track meet there tonight. A lot of events going on around the area. Weather, Logan seems to kind of be going around us a little bit, knock on some wood, but, we had a little drizzle earlier, and now as we're getting closer to first pitch at 5 o'clock, it looks like it's kind of starting to clear off a little.
Felt really good, honestly. That drizzle felt really good for a short, brief amount of time, but as you were saying, a lot of events going on, but really, the softball around this area has been tremendous the last few years. This year is no different. 4 teams in the initial coaches poll ranked in the top 10.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun year, and it has been a fun year. We're 11, 12 games into the season, and weather hasn't been super terrible. Yes, there's been some rainouts and reschedule. I know the first game last week between these two was supposed to be played out at Conotton Valley last Tuesday. It was like 40 degrees at first pitch. They moved it to Friday. Well, it got rained out this past Friday. Have yet to make it up, and so this is the first matchup between the two here tonight. But all in all, going to be a great matchup. Again, Tom Spidell against Jeremy Bleininger, and the Strasburg Lady Tigers, Conotton Valley Lady Rockets, Maddie Kelly against Miley Reifenschneider. Going to take a quick timeout, come back. We'll be joined in the dugout by Conotton Valley head coach Jeremy Bleininger. That's after this. You're listening to Big Z Sports with Claxon Communications.
Are you ready to make a difference in a young person's life? Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio has 88 children waiting for a mentor. As a mentor, you will spend as little as 4 hours a month with your little, guiding them, listening, and helping them discover their full potential. Your time and your kindness can change the course of their future. By becoming a Big, you're not just volunteering, you're defending the potential of a child, giving them an opportunity to dream big and reach higher. Visit www.bigs4kids.com to sign up and help us make sure that no child has to wait. Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio. Defend the potential and become a Big today.
The Sarchone name has always been known for truck sales, and once you see our inventory, you'll understand why. At Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dalton, you'll find the largest selection of new trucks and SUVs in the area. Shop our inventory at sarshonecdjr.com or stop in and visit us on the corner of Route 30 and Route 94 in Dalton. Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Get your own at Sarshone.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
As a parent, a high school sports season can be exhausting. From traveling to games, eating on the run, getting to bed late, and oh yeah, still working your 9 to 5. After all that, you need to unwind, and there is no better way to do that than at one of the 10 lakes operated by the Muskingum Watershed Conservancy District. The opportunities are endless with things to do, plus the option of primitive tent camping or treating yourself to glamping in one of their cabins. See all the Muskingum Watershed offers by finding them at mwcd.org.
Welcome back to the Wood Electric pregame show. Joe Geckler in the dugout with Conotton Valley head coach Jeremy Black. Welcome back to the Wood Electric pregame show. Joe Geckler in the dugout with Conotton Valley head coach Jeremy Bleininger, presented by the Cush Financial Group. Coach, the Lady Rockets are coming off a couple dominating wins over the last couple times out. Looking back on those games, how do you feel the ladies are playing?
We've had our moments where we've seen some things shine, and we've had some moments where it didn't quite go our way. So we just got to keep plugging away, trying to, get everything in sync and in a rhythm.
Coach, when you step on the field and know number 14, Maddie Kelly, is in the circle for the Lady Rockets, are you a little relaxed knowing she's going to pitch for you and going to be hard to beat?
Well, Strasburg's pretty tough, so there's no guarantees. It does help knowing she's in the circle, because if you know she's out there, she's giving it her all. So that's all you can ask for out of one of these young ladies.
Coach, your rival, the Strasburg Lady Tigers, standing your way today. What do you know about them, and what do you expect from the Tigers today?
Well, they're going to hit. They're going to field the ball. It's going to be a tough game. They always are every time we play. So, it's going to come down to who executes the cleanest.
Finally, Coach, what are your 3 keys for the Rockets to knock off the Tigers and start building momentum for the stretch run?
We're going to have to hit the ball, put the ball in play a little better spots than what we have been, and defensively just clean up a few little things.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck and have fun.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
That was Conotton Valley head coach Jeremy Bleininger joining me in the dugout, presented by the Cush Financial Group. Coming up next, I'll be joined in the dugout by Strasburg head coach Tom Spidell, right here with Big Z Sports.
Save the date! Customer Appreciation Days are happening at Keim Home Center and Keim Mount Hope Hardware, April 13th through the 18th. Join us for a full week of celebrating you, our customers, with 10% off select items store-wide, live demos in the shop, gift card giveaways, food, and more. Visit us online at keimhome.com or follow Keim on Facebook for more details. We'll see you April 13th through the 18th for Customer Appreciation Days at Keim Home Center in Charm and Keim Mount Hope Hardware.
Every day begins with purpose. Every job begins with precision. At Right Mark Roofing, we don't just install roofs. We build trust and forge relationships. We understand that your roof is more than just materials. It's protection. It's peace of mind. That's why we use high-quality products and expert craftsmanship. With a sharp focus, our team is always ready to hit the mark. Call Right Mark Roofing. Let's build a future that stands strong.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Welcome back to the Wood Electric pregame show. Joe Geckler in the dugout with Strasburg head coach Tom Spidell, presented by the Cush Financial Group. Coach, a great start to the season so far, sitting at 9-2, where the only losses were the defending state champion Dover Lady Tornadoes 3-0, and last night to Louisville 5-3. How do you feel the ladies are playing 11 games into the season?
Yeah, I was real happy for the first 9 or so. The last 2 have been not quite as good as what we expect. But I know they'll be ready to play tonight and focused in, so we should be good.
Coach, the offense have been lighting up the scoreboard with an average of 341, 10 home runs, 104 runs scored already, and scorching the bases with 35 stolen bases. There's going to be peaks and valleys during the season. How do you limit those dips in production?
Yeah, that's sometimes hard. We've kind of had those dips here the last 2 games with our offensive outputting, but I feel confident in these girls, and a lot of times, I think people think I'm going to bunt, and I just believe that they're going to hit, and so a lot of times we don't bunt maybe as much as I should, but that's the confidence I have in our girls and know they'll come through.
Pitching has been on point for the Lady Tigers to start well this season, I should say. Pretty dangerous lineup today. What do you hope to see out of Miley today in the circle?
Yeah, Miley's done a great job for us this year. One of the big things that is different from last year is if there's an error, if there's a walk, if they get some runners on, she's really bearing down and not giving up many runs. Last year it just seemed like things would steamroll if something bad happened, and she's done a really good job of being able to limit it to 1 or 2 runs and keeping us in games.
You welcome in your rivals this afternoon. What do you expect from the Lady Rockets today?
Oh, they got us last year 3 times, so hopefully a little revenge on our side. But with Conotton and Maddie Kelly and them, it's going to be a good game. I would predict a low-scoring game, but about the time I do that, it ends up 9-8 or something crazy. But we know it'll be a good game and go 7 innings.
Finally, Coach, as always, the 3 keys for the Strasburg Lady Tigers to knock off a very good Conotton Valley team and defend your home field.
Yeah, going to be the biggest thing is putting the ball in play. We cannot have 14, 15 strikeouts or more. We have got to put the ball in play, limit our errors on defense, and just keep being aggressive on the base pass and find a way to score runs.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck, and as always, have fun.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That was Strasburg head coach Tom Spidell joining me in the dugout, presented by the Cush Financial Group. Coming up next, the Stalker Concrete starting lineups and first pitch between the Tigers and Rockets right here with Big Z Sports.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stalker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stalker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stalker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
Synergy Sign and Graphics, where cutting-edge design meets timeless craftsmanship. For 20 years, we've been creating award-winning signs that grab attention and leave a lasting impression. From the Tuscarawas Valley to clients around the globe, we're the experts you trust to make your brand stand out. Synergy Sign and Graphics, crafting a visual impact that lasts.
Welcome back to Strasburg for high school softball. Joe Geckler, Logan McPeek in the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studios. 2026 spring sports underway here today as we are getting ready to give you another high school softball presentation. Big thanks to the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, the Kime Company, and Right Mark Roofing. And head coaches are meeting at the plate with the umpires. The teams are getting ready. We're going to take a look at the Stalker Concrete starting lineups first for the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets. Logan McPeek. Logan?
Thank you, Joe. First for the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets with a record of 6-5, led by head coach Jeremy Bleninger. Starting first for the Rockets and leading off will be the shortstop, sophomore, number 10, Brooklyn Kelly. She bats .457. Batting in the second spot will be the junior, number 2, Ava Williams. She plays center field, batting .312.
Welcome to Franklin Park.
Batting third will be the senior third baseman, Jenica Frudig. She bats .368. Batting fourth, the senior pitcher, number 14, Maddie Kelly. She bats .462. Batting fifth will be the senior catcher, number 12, Delilah Williams. She bats .485. Number 6, Batting sixth, the second baseman senior, number 4, Whitney Watkins. She's batting 0.31 on the season. Batting seventh will be the freshman.
Batting fifth, catcher.
She's a designated player.
DP.
Yep.
Lila Williams.
Emma Carnes, she's batting 300 on the season. Batting eighth will be the senior first baseman, number 5, Ashton Walker. She's batting 107 on the season. And rounding out the lineup for the Rockets will be the junior left fielder, number 3, Ariana Spano, batting 219. Now for the Strasburg Lady Tigers starting lineups, here's Joe Geckler.
Thanks, Logan. Leadoff hitter number 2, Hallie Argabright in center field, batting 323. Number 16, Liv Spidell at shortstop. Number 9, Ella Gilgerson at catcher. In the circle today, number 14, Miley Reifenschneider. Batting 5th, number 7, Addie Sibla at third base. Batting 6th, number 5, Sophia Seacrest. She's in left field. Batting 7th, number 1, Maddie Whalen at first base. Batting 8th, number 32, Carity Hartline in right field. And batting 9th in the designated player spot, Addie Sundheimer. Again, Argabright, Spidell, Gilkerson, Reifenschneider, Sibla, Seacrest, Whalen, Hartline, and Sundheimer. Rael Watkins will be playing second base but not batting here today. That's a look at your starting lineups brought to you by Stocker Concrete. Going to take a break, come back, and have first pitch after this with Big Z Sports.
Willendale Golf Cart Sales is conveniently located right in the heart of Strasburg on North Worcester Avenue. They are your one-stop shop for easy-go vehicles, Textron off-road vehicles, and Cushman vehicles. Once you choose your cart, then the fun begins at Willendale as they have all the accessories to deck it out. Willendale Golf Cart Sales pride themselves in providing great customer service in their sales, parts, and service departments. To see all the great reviews and to learn more, find Willendale Golf Cart Sales on Facebook.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the community's financial needs for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with a unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact their office at 330-308-8700 or visit their website at cushfinancial.com to see about scheduling your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independence Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC.
At Hartsville's Quality Housing, we believe a home is where families grow, memories are made, and futures are built. For 47 years, we've stood by the values that matter most: honesty, trust, and a commitment to our community. Our goal is to provide affordable, reliable housing solutions. We don't just build homes, we invest in the future by supporting local student athletes and the schools that shape tomorrow's leaders. Whether it's on the field or in the classroom, we're proud to stand with our youth and the families who cheer them on. Hartsville's Quality Housing, built on trust, committed to community.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, trust the team at Grandview Exterior Systems. Established in 2016, they specialize in commercial, industrial, and residential roofing, handling everything from repairs and replacements to full restorations and ongoing maintenance. At Grandview Exterior Systems, their mission is simple: create peace of mind for every client while setting the standard for safety, quality, and efficiency in construction. Visit them at 2230 Township Road 415 in Dundee. Call 330-275-1807 or learn more at GrandviewExteriorSystems.com. Grandview Exterior Systems. They have you and your roof covered.
Welcome back to Strasburg Franklin Park. Joe Geckler, Logan McPeek in the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studios. And we are about ready to start off here as Conotton Valley, the away team, of course. Brooklyn Kelly, Ava Williams, and Jenica Frutig, your first three up to face number 14, Miley Reifenschneider, comes into the game batting or 165 ERA, 7-1 on the year, 77 Ks and 20 walks for the senior right-hander. For Tom Spidell's Strasburg Lady Tigers, of course, going up against number 14, Maddie Kelly for the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets. She is 3-2 on the year with a 181 ERA, 47 strikeouts, and 11 walks on the season for Maddie Kelly. The Strasburg Lady Tigers come out in black uniforms with orange pinstripes. Looks like black numerals trimmed in orange and white. Conotton Valley has all black uniforms with green numerals trimmed in white and has a green and yellow stripe around the neck, and of course their socks as well. But that's the matchup for today. Again, A matchup from last year that Conotton Valley took all 3 games, the 2 regular season games, which were the first 2 games of the regular season last year. And then Conotton Valley ended Strasburg's season in the district championship game and went on to the regionals to get beat eventually by the Portsmouth Notre Dame. I believe they are
the Titans.
The Titans. I think you're right there, Logan. I've had them enough the last 4 years. I should remember that, but sometimes you have a brain cramp. So stepping in, going to be number 10, Brooklyn Kelly. She's batting .457 with a home run and 11 RBIs on the season. And the first pitch going to be brought to you by Willendale Golf Cart Sales right here in Strasburg. Make sure you check out Willendale Golf Cart Sales for all your golf cart needs. First pitch going to be low for ball number 1. So 1-0 on with the count, 1 ball, no strikes to Brooklyn Kelly. Ava Williams on deck, Jenica Frudig in the hole. Now the 1-0 pitch. Going to be a tick high for ball number 2. Now 2 balls and no strikes to Brooklyn Kelly. We'll go over the defensive alignment here after this pitch for the Strasburg Lady Tigers. After this 2-0 pitch from Reifenschneider. It's going to be a little low for ball 3. In the outfield, left to right, Sophia Seacrest, Hallie Argebright, and Carity Hartline. Third base, Addie Sibla. Shortstop, Liv Spidell. Second base, Rael Watkins. First base, Maddie Whalen. Behind the dish is Ella Gilkerson. And in the circle, as I mentioned, is Miley Reifenschneider. Now the 3-0 pitch. Right down Broadway for strike number 1. 3 balls and 1 strike now to Reifenschneider as she's trying to get the sophomore Brooklyn Kelly, the younger sister of Maddie Kelly, who's in the circle today for the Rockets. Now the 3-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Runs the count full now at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Beautiful night. It had some clouds, some rain a little bit, Logan, in the pregame as teams were warming up a little bit, but the sun's back out as the payoff pitch now from Reifenschneider inside for ball number 4. And that's going to be a walk to Brooklyn Kelly, which is going to bring in number 2, Ava Williams.
Valley, the center fielder, number 2, Ava Williams.
Ava's batting .312 with 2 home runs, 7 RBIs on the year.
Nice job by Reifenschneider in that last series to battle back, but Kelly doing a nice job staying disciplined at the plate in that 3-2.
Reifenschneider got down 3-0 to Kelly and worked it back full. Now the first pitch to Williams. Swung on and missed for strike number 1. No balls and 1 strike to Ava Williams. Ava Williams, a junior for Jeremy Bleiniger's Lady Rockets. Now the 0-1. Changeup. Going to be high and outside for ball number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike now. One thing I've noticed about Reifenschneider, I've had a couple of games for him, Logan. She's really developed her changeup this year, and she can get some hitters out on their front foot and swinging early. That could be a dangerous pitch. Swung on and fouled off back behind us for strike number 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Ava Williams. Jenica Frudig on deck. Maddie Kelly in the hole if they can get to her.
When you add that changeup and really work on that, it really throws batters off, especially that off speed.
1-2 pitch going to be popped up to right center field, and the right fielder over there is Hartline and picks it up for out number 1. So a fly out by Ava Williams keeps the runner at first. That's going to bring in
number 6, Jessica Frudig.
That's going to bring in Jenica Frudig. She's batting .368 on the season, 11 RBIs. Plays third base for the Lady Rockets. 1 out, runner on first. Right over the heart of the plate for strike number 1 from Reifenschneider. Reifenschneider gets her sign, steps on the mound, and delivers. Swung on and driven out to center field, and that is going to be over the head of the center fielder. It looks like the runner did advance to second base and got there just in time, but that was just over the head of Hallie Argebright in center for a single. And Kelly advances on to first base.
Number 14, Maddie Kelly.
So step in is Maddie Kelly, the pitcher for the Conotton Valley Rockets. 14 versus 14, senior versus senior here.
Pitcher versus pitcher.
Inside corner, strike number 1 to Maddie Kelly. Runners on first and second with only 1 out here in the top of the first inning. Joe Geckler, Logan McPeek in our Hartzer's Quality Housing Mobile Studios. Now the 0-1. Swung on and fouled back behind us. Runs the count to no balls and 2 strikes to Maddie Kelly. Kelly comes in batting .462 on the year, 3 home runs, 15 RBIs. Didn't start out the season. She's played the last 6 or 7 games. Now the 0-2. Swung on and driven over the second baseman's head. And that's going all the way to the fence. Going to get a run in. And the ball's thrown into the second baseman, Watkins. But an RBI double for Maddie Kelly gets the Rockets on the board early, 1-0.
That's a nice piece of hitting there by Maddie Kelly to go high in the zone and poke one out to right center.
Batting the catcher, number 12, Delia Williams.
So 1 run in here, 1 out. Top of the first inning, Conotton Valley leads Strasburg 1-0. Delilah Williams steps in, the changeup. She lays off of it for ball number 1. Delilah Williams steps in, batting .485 on the year, 2 home runs, 9 RBIs. Nice piece of hitting just a moment ago, as Logan said, by Maddie Kelly. A nice hard line drive that got to the fence in a hurry. Now the 1-0. Be inside for ball number 2. 2 balls and no strikes now to the catcher, Delilah Williams, the senior catcher. 1 of 6, I believe, for the Rockets. Make that 5. Swung on and fouled back behind us for strike number 1. 2 balls and 1 strike.
One thing you're going to notice about both of these teams today, extremely disciplined at the plate.
Yeah, both teams are disciplined, Logan. You're correct on that. They don't strike out a lot. Swung on and fouled back behind us again. Runs the count even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Logan, you're coming to the end of your high school career, your senior year coming up, graduating here in a few weeks. Are you excited or are you a little nervous?
I'm ready.
You ready?
Ready.
Ready to be done.
Ready to get to the collegiate level.
Swung on, nice play by Reifenschneider. She looks the runner back and gets out number 2. Great job there by Miley Reifenschneider to field her position, look back the runner, and throw out Williams at first for out number 2.
Number 4, Whitney Watkins.
Number 4, Whitney Watkins steps in, the second baseman, batting .031 on the year with 10 runs scored. First pitch, inside corner, strike number 1. 1 run in, top of the first, 2 outs here. Conotton Valley leads Strasburg 1-0. RBI double by Maddie Kelly. Now the 0-1. Swung on and driven down the right field line. That's going to be out of play and foul for strike number 2. Emma Carnes on deck for the Lady Rockets. If you're looking ahead to the bottom of the first inning, Strasburg will have Argabright, Spidell, and Gilkerson, the first 3 up, to face Maddie Kelly. And now the 0-2 pitch from Reifenschneider. Swing and a miss, strike 3 and out number 3 here in the top of the first. But 1 run scored by Conotton Valley, and after a half inning, 1-0 Conotton Valley. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
If there's a new driver in the house, the East Central Ohio Educational Service Center is ready to help them hit the road with confidence. Through the Drive to Succeed Scholarship, eligible Ohio teens under 21 may qualify for funding to cover driver education, making it easier to get started. With flexible online learning and in-car training options, ECO ESC Driver Services helps students build skills for the road and beyond. Don't wait, start driving toward your future today. To learn more or apply, visit drivetasucceed.org or contact Trudy Lewis at trudy.lewis@ecoesc.org.
Welcome back to Strasburg. Bottom of the first inning. 1-0 Conotton Valley leads the Lady Tigers here at Strasburg Franklin Park. Joe Geckler, Logan McPeek in the Hartshorst Quality Housing Mobile Studios. Big thanks to our presenting sponsors, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, the Kime Company, and Right Mark Roofing. Maddie Kelly finishing her warm-ups here in the circle at Strasburg. First three to bat for the Lady Tigers going to be number 2, Hallie Argabright, number 16, Liv Spidell, and number 9, Ella Gilkerson, 1, 2, and 3. And Miley Reifenschneider is your cleanup hitter today for the Strasburg Lady Tigers. They come in at 9-2. Take a look at the defensive alignment for the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets. Ariana Spano in left, Ava Williams in center, Gretchen Rowley in right. At third, Jenica Frutig. At shortstop, Brooklyn Kelly. At second base, Whitney Watkins. At first, Ashton Walker. And behind the plate, number 12, Delilah Williams. And, of course, in the circle is number 14, Maddie Kelly. Comes in with a record of 3-2 with a 1.81 ERA, 47 strikeouts, and 11 walks on the season for the Lady Rockets. So Hallie Argabright steps in, batting .323 with 3 RBIs and 15 runs scored for the freshman. Maddie Kelly gets her sign, now rocks and delivers. Going to be inside for a strike. Just clipped the inside corner, says the home plate umpire.
Kelly, as some may not have seen, a Division I softball commit to Valparaiso.
Valparaiso going to get a good one here as Maddie Kelly delivers the 0-1 pitch. Going to be laid off there by Argabright. 1-1 now to the freshman. Liv Spidell on deck. Ella Gilkerson in the hole for the Lady Tigers.
Let's call it Valpo as that.
Valpo, there you go, absolutely. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled back behind us. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Argabright. Maddie Kelly in the circle with a white sleeve coming out of her uniform. A lot of pitchers do that with compression to help keep the elbow loose and keep it warm. Now the 1-2 pitch. Going to be high for ball number 2. Runs the count even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
That was a great job by Delilah Williams there. Not let that get to the wall.
Yeah, she came out of her crouch and grabbed that ball before it got back to the fence in front of us. Now the break-even pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike out number 1 for Maddie Kelly as Argabright swings and misses.
Batting for the Tigers, a shortstop,
just blew a fastball right by her.
Going to bring in number 16, Liv Spidell, the shortstop, batting .531 on the year, 4 home runs, 15 RBIs for the Strasburg Lady Tigers. The senior coming off a state championship in basketball. Now the first delivery from Kelly. Yeah. Down the middle for strike number 1.
Down the middle and a little low. Good pitch location there by Kelly.
If you're going to want to get it, you're going to have to go down and get it. Right at the bottom of the knees. Now Spinell prepares as Kelly delivers the 0-1 pitch. Outside for ball number 1. Now 1 ball and 1 strike to the senior, Liv Spidell. 2-time state champion in softball. Like I said a moment ago, won the state championship just a couple weeks ago in girls basketball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled back behind us. Runs the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 out here, bottom of the first inning. 1-0 Strasburg trails Conotton Valley. A Maddie Kelly RBI double back in the top of the first. Great crowd on hand as always here at Strasburg Franklin Park. Now the 1-2 pitch. Going to be high and back here to the screen. Runs the count even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Seems like every time you come here to Strasburg Franklin Park, there's always a good crowd, whether it's softball or baseball. I tell you, I don't think there's a town in this state, in my opinion, that loves spring sports more than Strasburg, Ohio.
Yeah, Strasburg, they have a lot of tradition here in spring sports at this ballpark with softball, with baseball, with track and field, especially softball. As you can see, Logan, out on the scoreboard, those 10 state championship banners.
I see a blank.
There's a blank. They're wanting another one, it looks like.
I can sense what the goal is this year.
High for ball number 3 as Spidell with the eye. Keeps the eye off the high pitch. Runs the count full now at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Liv Spidell, the senior. Ella Gilkerson, a senior, behind her on deck. Miley Reifenschneider, another senior, in the hole for the Lady Tigers. Now the payoff pitch. Swung on and hit out to right field. The right fielder coming in. Does she get it? She does, as she puts a glove on it for out number 2 as Spidell flies out to the right fielder, Gretchen Rowley.
Batting the catcher, number 9, Ella Gilkerson.
Now Ella Gilkerson steps in, the catcher, batting .455 on the season, 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. Seems like Ella's been here for 15 years and not just 4.
Well, you see the one Gilkerson to another transition, her coming into her freshman year.
First pitch is going to be high to Gilkerson for ball 1. Same way with the Spidells, of course. You have Amelia. They're only 2 years apart though. So Liv's been here a while, but you also had Amelia there for a while as well. So now the 1-0 pitch to Gilkerson. It's going to be high for ball number 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Gilkerson. Miley Reifenschneider on deck for the Lady Tigers. Trailing 1-0 here in the top or bottom of the first inning. 2 outs. Maddie Kelly in the circle for the Lady Rockets. Now the 2-0 pitch. Swung on and missed by Gilkerson. Healthy cut there by Ella. She comes up empty to make the count now 2 balls and 1 strike. Lively Strasburg dugout, as you can hear in the background.
Always lively.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled back behind us. Runs the count even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And now the break-even pitch. High for ball number 3. Runs the count full again. As she did with Spidell, she runs it full now with Gilkerson at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Reifenschneider on deck for the Lady Tigers. Now the payoff pitch. Swung. Oh, nope. Now she checks her swing. And that's going to be ball 4 to Gilkerson.
Batting for the Tigers, the pitcher, number 14, Miley Reifenschneider.
So Miley Reifenschneider steps in, batting .424 with the home run. We're going to have a pinch runner. That's going to be that's Peyton Martin running for Ella down at first. So just a courtesy runner. Allows Ella to get her catching gear on and not hold up the game. So Peyton Martin running for Ella Gilkerson down at first base. Now Reifenschneider set to take a drive to center field. That's going to be gone. Home run, Miley Reifenschneider to give the Strasburg Lady Tigers a 2-1 lead. That ball got out of here in a hurry, Logan.
Maddie Kelly threw a rise ball, and Miley Reifenschneider was all over it on that first pitch. Off the front of a truck out in center field.
A 2-run home run to center field for Miley Reifenschneider gives the Lady Tigers a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the first.
Batting for the Tigers, the third baseman, number 7, Addie Sibla.
So number 7, Addie Sibla. That ball was, you could hang a week's worth of laundry on that frozen rope there, Logan. That was a absolute missile out of here to center field as Sibla takes a hack at it and comes up empty to go in the hole now. No balls and 1 strike.
Helps a little bit when that ball gets in the air. We got a little bit of downwind right now at the batter's back, so that ball is going to fly.
Now the 0-1 pitch. Held off by Sibla. It's going to be 1 ball and 1 strike now. Reifenschneider gave that one a ride, her second home run of the season, and 13 and 14th RBI. Now the 1-1. Swing and a miss by Sibla. Makes the count now at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sophia Seacrest on deck for the Lady Tigers. Sibla coming off a state championship just a couple of weeks ago as well for the Lady Tigers basketball team. Swing and a miss by Sibla, and that's going to be out number 3, but 2 big runs off the bat of Miley Reifenschneider with a missile out of here. And after 1, the Tigers 2, Conotton Valley 1. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. For the past 30 years, the residents in and around the Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff of McInturf Realty for buying and selling their residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of those communities, there is nothing better than high school sports. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty, 330-364-SOLD, or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Every game begins with a spark. Athletes stepping onto the court, families filling the stands, and communities coming together. At Niedenthal & Company, their belief is that this spirit is what makes our communities such special places to live and grow. To all athletes in Tuscarawas, Holmes, Wayne, and Stark counties, your dedication inspires us all. Keep pushing, keep believing, and know your communities are behind you every step of the way. Niedenthal & Company wishes all athletes competing the best of luck this season.
Top of the second inning here at Strasburg Franklin Park. The Lady Tigers lead the Lady Rockets of Conotton Valley 2-1 off of a 2-run home run back in the bottom of the first inning by Miley Reifenschneider. It's going to bring up the 7, 8, and 9 in the lineup for the Lady Rockets. You're going to have Emma Carnes, Ashton Walker, and Gretchen Rowley, your 7, 8, and 9 hitters in this inning for the Lady Rockets. Rockets got a run back in the top of the first inning on an RBI double by Maddie Kelly. Swung on and driven down the left field line, but foul by Emma Carnes for strike number 1. So the pitchers helping themselves out. Logan first, Maddie Kelly with an RBI double, and then Reifenschneider put one halfway to Dover for a 2-run home run. Going to be a little bit high for ball number 1 to Carnes. Carnes comes in batting .300 on the year with 3 runs scored.
Helps when both pitchers in the circle both have some of the biggest bats on their teams.
Some of the biggest bats around. It's going to be a little bit low for ball number 2 to Carnes. 2 balls and 1 strike to Emma Carnes. And Reifenschneider takes a circle, takes a trip around the mound, comes back, now steps in the circle, gets her sign, sets, and delivers the 2-1 pitch. Going to be high for ball number 3. 3 balls and 1 strike to Emma Carnes. Ashton Walker on deck, Gretchen Rowley in the hole for the Lady Rockets. Now the 3-1 delivery. Just inside for ball number 4. So Carnes draws a walk, the second walk of the day issued by Reifenschneider. Going to bring in Ashton Walker, the first baseman.
Batting for Conotton Valley, the first baseman, number 5, Aislinn Walker.
Ashton Walker bats .107 with 5 RBIs. Now the first pitch. Right down the middle for strike number 1 from Reifenschneider. Gretchen Rowley on deck. 2-1, top of the second inning. Strasburg leads Conotton Valley. Now the 0-1. Swung on and fouled back behind us for strike number 2. Now no balls and 2 strikes. Now the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called right down the middle, and that's out number 1, and strikeout number 2 on the day for Reifenschneider.
Batting the right fielder, number 1, Gretchen Rowley.
So first out of the inning was a strikeout to Ashton Walker. Going to bring in the lefty Gretchen Rowley, batting .273 with an RBI and 4 runs scored as she goes after a high one there, does Rowley, for strike number 1.
Tried to go for that little slap hit off the high pitch.
Yep, she is a slap hitter. She has some wheels coming out of that left-hand batter's box. Looks like she is going to try to slap again. And that's going to be on the outside corner for strike number 2. Now Rowley in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. One of my favorite things to watch in softball, girls softball, is the slap hitter. I love it. And she was going to go after that one, laid off that time. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kind of like a left-handed golf swing or a left-handed like Ken Griffey Jr. batting. But left-handers are just fun to watch, whatever they do.
Absolutely. And that slap hit, you can tell who's got the wheels on the team as well.
Swing and a miss by Rowley. Strikeout number 2 of the inning and 3 overall for Reifenschneider.
Batting for Conotton Valley, the shortstop, number 10, Brooklyn Kelly.
That's going to take us back to the top of the order and bring in Brooklyn Kelly. She walked her first time and scored off a double by her sister, Maddie Kelly. So not an official bat yet for Kelly here today. He takes strike number 1 on the inside corner. So Brooklyn Kelly steps in. Runner on first. 2 outs here. Top of the second inning. 2-1 Strasburg. Change up outside. Going to throw it back down to first. Nice try there by Ella to get the runner off of first. That's Emma Carnes as Maddie Whalen down there at first. Fielded a nice throw, but the runner was able to get back. Now 1 ball and 1 strike. Going to be fouled away. Runs the count now at 1 ball and 2 strikes to Brooklyn Kelly, the sophomore shortstop for the Lady Rockets. Now the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and driven out to right field. The right fielder giving it a look. Did she get there? She did not, as she runs hard into the fence and it falls out of play. Count remains now at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nice effort out there by Carity Hartline as she gets out there and almost brings one back, Logan.
Reached over the fence to try and get that one.
When you crash into a fence like that, it's going to be hard to hold on to a softball as you're trying to bring it back.
That's a tough hit.
That's going to be swung on and popped up as Addie Sibla takes the control and catches it for out number 3 in the top of the second inning. But runner left. And after 1.5, 2-1, Strasburg leads Conotton Valley. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
The T-County Boxing Academy is excited to announce the return of their youth boxing for 2026. Registration is now open for interested boys and girls ages 7 to 15. Classes will run Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. T-County Boxing gives you the option of paying for the classes monthly or per visit, whichever works best for you. To learn more about youth training and all that the T-County Boxing Academy offers, find them on Facebook. The Tuscarawas County dairy farmers want you to know that low-fat chocolate milk is a great choice for student-athletes and hard workers. It provides the nutrition needed after practices, games, or a hard day at work, and it tastes great. Low-fat chocolate milk is packed with carbohydrates for energy, proteins to repair muscles, fluids to rehydrate, plus vitamins and minerals to help build strong bones and bodies. It's the official beverage of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers. Farms, family, food.
6-7-8 for the Strasburg Lady Tigers here in the bottom of the second inning. They lead 2-1 over the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets. Joe Geckler, Logan McPeek in the Hartshorns Quality Housing Mobile Studios. And Logan, that's been an entertaining first inning and a half as both teams scored in their first inning, and Conotton Valley was held scoreless there in the top of the second, but kind of turned it into a pitcher's duel a little bit now.
Absolutely. I mean, that's going to happen when you have 2 really good pitchers like Kelly and Reifenschneider both on the mound.
Now the first delivery from Kelly. Swung on and popped up, and it's going to be could be trouble between the shortstop and left fielder, but Kelly was able to get out and make the catch for out number 1.
Batting the first baseman, number 1, Madeline Whalen.
So Maddie Whalen steps in, batting .500 on the season. 4 RBIs, 9 runs scored. Playing first base today for the Lady Tigers. She bats from the left side. Swung on and fouled out of play for strike number 1. Charity Hartline on deck for the Lady Tigers. Well, Maddie Whalen steps in on the left side of that batter's box, the left side of the plate. And now the 0-1 pitch. It's going to be outside for ball number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Maddie Whalen. Again, coming in, batting .500 on the year, 4 RBIs, 9 runs scored. And now the 1-1 pitch. Going to be low for ball number 2. 2 balls and 1 strike to Maddie Whalen. Again, Maddie Kelly in the circle today for the Lady Rockets. They come in at 6-5 on the year. These two teams are in the East District in Division 7. 2 teams get out of the East District now to the regional tournament, which is nice. These 2 teams used to meet in the championship in the district quite a bit. And that's going to be outside for ball number 3 now. 3 balls and 1 strike to Maddie Whalen with Charity Hartline on deck. Now the 3-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled off right in front of us. Runs the count full now at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
I think the joy about seeing 2 of the smaller schools here in our area is you see so many multi-sport athletes on the field as well. A lot of these girls are 3 or 2 sport athletes.
Absolutely, and volleyball, basketball, softball, you know, they play a lot as Whalen swings and misses for strikeout. And out number 2 here in the bottom of the second inning.
Batting the right fielder, number 32, Charity Hartline.
So 3 strikeouts on the day for Maddie Kelly. Going to bring in Charity Hartline, batting .375 on the year with a home run and 5 RBIs. Going to be inside for ball number 1. Addie Sundheimer on deck. The designated player hitting for Rael Watkins today, who's playing second base. Now the 1-0. Swung on and missed by Hartline. Runs the count even now at 1 ball and 1 strike. Coming up in the second inning, Logan McPeek will take over the play-by-play duties. Or third inning, excuse me, as he just corrected me. Thank you, Logan. Inside corner, strike number 2, so Logan will get the 3rd and the 4th innings today. So now 1 ball and 2 strikes to Charity Hartline. And she calls time and steps out. I think this is actually our first game doing anything together, if I'm right, because I know we don't do much football together, and I don't do much basketball. That ball is going to be in the dirt. Runs the count even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I don't do much with Big Z sports during football season in general, at least during my time in high school, but now that I think that's going to change here this coming season.
I would think so. Now the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strikeout number 2 of the inning and number 4 overall, but after 2, Strasburg 2 and Conotton Valley 1. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Are you ready to take the next step toward your future? Join us for the next Buckeye Career Center Open House Thursday, March 19th from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. This is a combined high school and adult education event. Explore hands-on career tech labs and 10 full-time adult programs. Meet our staff and enjoy self-guided tours, plus a complimentary meal. High school students who apply for next school year receive a small gift, and adults will have their $50 application fee waived. Again, that's the next Buckeye Career Center Open House, March 19th.
Are you ready to make a difference in a young person's life? Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio has 88 children waiting for a mentor. As a mentor, you will spend as little as 4 hours a month with your little, guiding them, listening, and helping them discover their full potential. Your time and your kindness can change the course of their future. By becoming a Big, you're not just volunteering, you're defending the potential of a child, giving them an opportunity to dream big and reach higher. Visit www.bigs4kids.com to sign up and help us make sure that no child has to wait. Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio. Defend the potential and become a Big today.
Welcome back to Strasburg Franklin Park. Top of the third inning. Strasburg 2, Conotton Valley 1. Joe Geckler, Logan McPeek in our Hartzler's Quality Housing mobile studios. And for your play-by-play action, here's Logan McPeek. Logan?
Thank you, Joe. Leading off for the Rockets this top of the third inning will be the center fielder, number 2, Ava Williams, the junior, as she faces Reifensteiner for the second time. Williams cuts it one to the shortstop, Spidell. She throws to first for out number 1. Williams goes at the first pitch, and the Tigers get the first out of the inning.
So batting the third baseman, number 6, Jenica Frudig.
So a ground out to shortstop there by Ava Williams for out number 1. First pitch, as Logan mentioned, you get one pitch, one out. That's kind of quick like you like it.
At least if you're on the defensive end of the spectrum. Batting now for Conotton Valley is number 6, Jenica Frudig. She cuts it the first one. Back to shortstop. Spidell throws to first for out number 2. 2 pitches, 2 outs for the Strasburg Lady Tigers.
It's just how they like it. Coach Spidell hadn't said much here this inning, and
number 14, Maddie
I love Conotton Valley's approach, though, as they're going right at them on the first pitch. They see it. They want that first pitch, and they go after it. There's just been 2 hard ground balls to the shortstop, Liv Spidell. She fielded, throw, and 2 outs.
Maddie Kelly steps into the batter's box. She takes ball number 1 up high. Count goes to 1-0 against Miley Reifensteiner. Reifensteiner gets the signal from head coach Tom Spidell and now fires the 1-0 pitch to Kelly. Outside, ball number 2 to Kelly. Reifensteiner, the 2-0 pitch. Inside, almost hit Kelly for ball number 3, and the count goes 3-0. And now if you're Kelly, you're almost in full take here.
Yeah, you want to make her give you a pitch here. Maybe it's a kind of intentional walk here by the Strasburg Lady Tigers to get Kelly kind of pitch around her a little bit.
Reifensteiner, the 3-0 pitch is going to be high for ball number 4, a 4-0 walk for the pitcher, Maddie Kelly. And stepping into the batter's box will be the catcher, Delilah Williams, for her second go-round.
That's the third walk of the game for Reifensteiner. She walked Brooklyn Kelly. She's walked Emma Carnes, and now she just walked Maddie Kelly for the third walk of the game so far here today.
Strike number 1 from Reifensteiner to Delilah Williams, who leads the Rockets in batting average, batting .485. Reifensteiner, the 0-1 pitch. Popped up. Sibla giving pursuit, and she makes the grab in foul territory for out number 3. Rockets go 1, 2, 3 here in the top of the third inning. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Top of the order coming up for the Strasburg Lady Tigers. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
The Sarchone name has always been known for truck sales, and once you see our inventory, you'll understand why. At Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dalton, you'll find the largest selection of new trucks and SUVs in the area. Shop our inventory at sarchonecdjr.com or stop in and visit us on the corner of Route 30 and Route 94 in Dalton. Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Get your own at Sarchone.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
Bottom of the third inning for the Strasburg Lady Tigers. 9-1-2 up due for the Tigers. That's Addie Sundimer, Hallie Argerbright, and Olivia Spidell, all due for the Tigers. Leading off this inning for the Tigers will be the designated player, Addie Sundimer. She wears number 6.
She's one of those slap hitters that we were talking about last inning with the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets, and Addie loves to run up and slap at that softball.
Kelly, the first pitch of the inning is going to be outside. Just catches the outside for strike number 1.
A little something about this home plate umpire, if you've noticed. I kind of wait a minute to call the pitch because he is a delayed strike caller.
Kelly's 0-1 delivery to Sundimer. Slapped out, foul, going to become 0-2 count now on Sundimer, the 9-hitter. Sundimer, a senior for this Strasburg group, a relatively heavy senior class for this Strasburg Lady Tiger group.
6 of them, Logan, and a lot of talent on this team, those senior class, very talented.
Kelly's 0-2 delivery, outside, ball number 1 to Sundimer.
A lot of success for the seniors for the Strasburg Lady Tigers.
Not just in softball, but in other sports as well.
For sure.
Made runs in volleyball, basketball.
Yep.
Obviously, the 2 state championships in softball. Kelly's 1-2 delivery to Sundimer is going to be low in the dirt for ball number 2.
So Sophie Seacrest has two state titles in softball and 1 in basketball. Same with Liv Spidell. Miley has the 1 or 2 in softball.
Kelly, the even count pitch. Ball number 3 on the outside. Kelly runs the count full at 3-2.
So a full count to Sundimer now as she's done a nice job. Run the pitch count up to Maddie Kelly. Got in the hole quick, and she worked it back full.
Kelly, the payoff pitch. Slap to the third baseman, Frudig. She fires to first to Ashton Walker. Walker drops it, and Sundimer reaches first on an error.
I'm going to give the error on the first baseman there. She's the one that dropped it. The throw is there. She just couldn't quite handle it, so it's going to go down as an E3 on the play as Hallie Argerbright steps in.
So Argerbright struck out her first at bat against Maddie Kelly. Tries to lay down a bunt. It's going to be caught by the first baseman, Walker, but Sundimer able to get back to first base. A nice play there from Walker on the bunt attempt.
So Argerbright trying to get a bunt down. And she just popped it up. And nice play there by Ashton Walker, the first baseman, like Logan said. Now Liv Spidell stepping in.
Spidell flew out to right field her first at bat against Maddie Kelly. Now she fires the first pitch to Spidell. It's going to be popped up. It's going to go behind, foul. Count will move to 0-1 on the senior Spidell. I believe the last of the Spidells from Tom's family to come through.
Yes, it is. Liv, the senior, of course, her sister Amelia. 3 state championships, 3 in a row, 22, 23, 24. Liv was on 23 and 24.
Kelly, the 0-1 pitch. Inside for strike number 2. 0-2 count, 1 out, 2-1 lead for the Strasburg Lady Tigers here in the bottom of the third inning. In this highly anticipated IVC North matchup. Kelly, the 0-2 delivery to Spidell. Called ball on the outside just a bit. Count moves to 1-2. Kelly gets the signal. Now fires the 1-2 pitch to Spidell. Going to be low in the dirt. It gets away from Williams, and Sundimer is going to advance to second. Off the pass ball from Delilah Williams.
Nice heads-up base running there by Sundheimer to move up to second base. Now a hard-hit single could get another run in for the Lady Tigers. Spidell even on the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
2-2 count, runner on second for the Lady Tigers. Kelly, the 2-2 pitch to Spidell. Popped up. Williams giving chase, is going to go out of play into the Strasburg dugout, and the count will stay even at 2-2.
There's about a 2-foot gap between the fence and the roof of the dugout, and Spidell couldn't have placed it there any better, Logan.
Better.
She couldn't have thrown it there and got it in between the dugout like she did. Well, maybe she could have, but that was luck of the hit, I guess.
The count stays 2-2 with 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Kelly gets the signal and now fires the even count pitch to Olivia Spidell. Strike 3 called right down the heart of the plate as Kelly gets the 2nd out of the inning for the Strasburg for the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets.
So Spinell goes down looking.
Catcher, number 9, Ella Gilkerson.
So Ella Gilkerson steps in. She walked her first at bat on a full count. Kelly, the first pitch to the senior Gilkerson. Catches the inside for strike number 1. Gilkerson, another one of those multi-sport athletes here at Strasburg. Great volleyball player for the Tigers as well. Kelly's 0-1 pitch is going to be grounded back to Kelly. She throws to first to Ashton Walker for out number 3. Tigers strand Suntimer at second, but still lead 2-1 as we head to the top of the 4th. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
As a parent, a high school sports season can be exhausting. From traveling to games, eating on the run, getting to bed late, and oh yeah, still working your 9 to 5. After all that, you need to unwind, and there is no better way to do that than at one of the 10 lakes operated by the Muskingum Watershed Conservancy District. The opportunities are endless with things to do, plus the option of primitive tent camping or treating yourself to glamping in one of their cabins. See all the Muskingum Watershed offers by finding them at mwcd.org.
Save the date! Customer Appreciation Days are happening at Keim Home Center and Keim Mount Hope Hardware, April 13th through the 18th. Join us for a full week of celebrating you, our customers, with 10% off select items store-wide, live demos in the shop, gift card giveaways, food, and more. Visit us online at keimhome.com or follow Keim on Facebook for more details. We'll see you April 13th through the 18th for Customer Appreciation Days at Keim Home Center in Charm and Keim Mount Hope Hardware.
Welcome back to Strasburg Franklin Park here
Leading
in the
off
bottom.
for the Conotton Valley Rockets will be the second baseman, number 4, Whitney Watkins.
We'll let the PA announcer do his thing first before we get back on air. Top of the 4th inning for the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets. Big thank you to the Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers and your local Buellers for sponsoring chocolate milk after the game for both teams to help players recharge after the game.
Yeah, they always like hoping there's maybe one for me and you after. We got to recharge after that chocolate milk when it's cold. It's unbelievable.
It's so good.
It's so good, especially during during the football season when it's a little muggy. It's a little muggy here today, so that chocolate milk will definitely taste good.
Oh, it tastes amazing after either calling a game or heck when I'm after I'm done at the golf course. It tastes really good. Reifenschneider, the first pitch to the 6-hitter, Whitney Watkins. She went down on a strikeout, her first at bat.
Big thanks to Synergy Sign and Graphics here in Strasburg. Jim Dawson and the crew over there. If you need trophies made, a sign for your business, make sure you check out Synergy Signs and Graphics right here in Strasburg.
Watkins fouls that one off, and the count moves to 0-2 for
Logan,
the senior second baseman.
Logan, we can't. We always express so we can't do what we do without our sponsors and all the sponsors that always jump on to broadcast, like Synergy Signs and Graphics and Willendale Golf Cart Sales. And whether it be fall, winter, spring, our sponsors are amazing here for Big Z Sports.
Reifenschneider catches the inside corner for strike number 3 as she retires Watkins. And that brings up the DP, Emma Carnes. She walked her first at bat.
Hitter number 15, Emma Carnes.
That's the 4th strikeout on the day for Reifenschneider to go along with the 2-run bomb back in the bottom of the 1st.
First pitch is going to be fouled off to the backstop. Count goes 0-1 on the designated player, Emma Carnes. Carnes hitting for Ariana Spagno, who's playing left field as the flex today. Reifenschneider, the 0-1 pitch is going to be low in the dirt to the backstop. 1-1 count now to Carnes.
So what's your plans after you graduate here in a couple weeks, Logan? I think I know, but tell our listeners what you'll be doing here.
Heading to Kent State Tuscarawas to join the golf team.
Awesome.
Over there as the pitch in the dirt for ball number 2. Really appreciative to then head coach Dakota Wright, who's taking over as the athletic director at Kent State Tuscan, Dane Kreischer, really for giving me a great opportunity to continue golfing at the collegiate level. It's something I didn't really that pitch goes high for ball number 3. Something I didn't really think about at the beginning of that golf season, but then as the season went on and Dakota and Dane really started to get involved with talking to me, it really started to really pique my interest.
Awesome.
Reifenschneider's 3-1 pitch is going to be line to the shortstop, Spidell, for out number 2. Seems like Spidell's getting a little bit of work over there at shortstop.
She is. Ever since you took over on play-by-play duty, she's had 2 ground balls and a line drive there. She's getting a lot of action there at shortstop as Ashton Walker steps in now for the Lady Rockets. She went down looking on strikes her first time up as she bloops one out to first, picked up by the first baseman Whalen, and on to first base for out number 3. And after 3.5, Strasburg 2, Conotton Valley 1. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Every day begins with purpose. Every job begins with precision. At Right Mark Roofing, we don't just install roofs. We build trust and forge relationships. We understand that your roof is more than just materials. It's protection. It's peace of mind. That's why we use high-quality products and expert craftsmanship. With a sharp focus, our team is always ready to hit the mark. Call Right Mark Roofing. Let's build a future that stands strong.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
Welcome back to Strasburg Franklin Park. The 2-1 lead for the Strasburg Lady Tigers as 4-5-6 up due for the Lady Tigers, leading off with Miley Reifenschneider, who had that 2-run bomb in the first inning. So we'll see what Maddie Kelly decides to do with the home run hitter for the Lady Tigers.
And Reifenschneider put one about halfway to Dover on a line drive. If it wasn't for that truck, it probably would have hit the bus out there in right center field.
Kelly's first pitch to Reifenschneider is going to catch the inside for strike number 1. Unfortunately, the side front of the truck took a little bit of a beating off that ball, though.
Yes, it did.
It's lucky it didn't catch the windshield.
If it had caught the windshield, it would have broke the windshield. It was hit that hard.
Kelly's 0-1 pitch to Reifenschneider. Low and inside for ball number 1, excuse me.
Logan, how do you like Miley's bat, a pink bat? You know, you don't see you see different color bats and stuff, but you don't see pink very often.
Obviously you don't. I kind of like it. Ball number 2 on the inside to Reifenschneider as she moves the count to 2-1.
Obviously, you see it on Mother's Day in Major League Baseball when the guys use the pink bats.
I've always loved that tradition.
That's a great tradition. Father's Day with the baby blue.
Kelly's 2-1 pitch to Reifenschneider is going to be high and inside for ball number 3. Count goes 3-1 to Reifenschneider. Kelly deals the 3-1 pitch to Reifenschneider. Grounded back to the second baseman, Whitney Watkins. She throws to first to Walker for out number 1. A 4-3 ground out for Miley Reifenschneider. Brings up the 5-hitter, Addie Sibla. She struck out her first at bat.
So Addie comes in batting .357 on the year with 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. As Logan mentioned, she did strike out her first at bat here today in the second inning.
Kelly's first pitch to Sibla, the junior, is going to be popped up foul, and it'll go out of play. Count moves to 0-1. Sibla, another one of those members of the Strasburg Lady Tigers state championship basketball team. Set 6-man off the bench.
Super sub, man. She did a great job coming off the bench for the Lady Tigers.
Kelly puts one in the dirt and moves the count to 1-1.
Her and Maddie Boylan coming off the bench for the Lady Tigers, man. That was great. In fact, Maddie Boylan, one of players of the game, coming off the bench in one of the tournament games leading to Dayton, and they both play great defense and really give sparks off the bench to Sibla and Maddie Boylan.
Kelly's 1-1 delivery is going to be lined into left field for a base hit. So Sibla gets on base for the first time today with a ground single to left field. And that brings up the 6-hitter, Sophia Seacrest. She popped out to shortstop her first at bat.
Wind's kind of died down a little bit, maybe going a little bit right to left now instead of directly left field.
So Seacrest puts down a bunt. Kelly fires to first, but advances the runner to second is Seacrest. So Seacrest doing her job there with that sacrifice bunt.
Sacrifice goes, if you're scoring the home, goes 1-3.
Number 1, Madeline Whalen.
That's what senior leaders do, Logan, is they take the bat out of your hand and say, I'm going to help the team, and no selfishness there by Sophia Seacrest as she gets the bunt down and did exactly what coach needed.
Maddie Whalen steps into the batter's box now for the Lady Tigers as ball number 1 in the dirt from Maddie Kelly.
Fast-moving game here, bottom of the 4th inning, only an hour in.
Kelly, the 1-0 pitch to Maddie Whalen. Right down the heart of the plate for strike number 1. Kelly's 1-1 delivery to Whalen. The first baseman is going to be driven to right field, and making the grab in right field is Gretchen Rowley. A nice play there from Rowley in right field to make the grab as it was drifting towards right center. And the Tigers strand Sibla at second, but still lead 2-1 as we head to the top of the 5th inning. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
9-1-2 up due for the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets here in the top of the 5th inning, as Strasburg strands Addie Sibla at second in the bottom of the 4th, but still lead 2-1 in what's become a pitcher's duel here in Strasburg.
Absolutely. It is a pitcher's duel with Maddie Kelly, Miley Reifenschneider in the circles for their teams and doing a great job. Big thanks to our presenting sponsors, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, the Kime Company, and Right Mark Roofing. Joe Geckler, Logan McPeek in the Hartshurst Quality Housing Mobile Studios.
Rowley slaps one foul to the backstop as the count moves to 0-1.
You could have fielded that yourself there, Logan, thrown around at first.
0-1 count to Rowley, the 9-hitter. Reifenschneider, the 0-1 pitch to Rowley is going to be fouled back and out of play. Count moves to 0-2.
After this batter, I've got an interesting question for you. I want you to ponder, and you can answer it right away or think about it, but I'll ask you after the batter's up here.
Reifenschneider, the 0-2 delivery is going to be high for ball number 1. So count moves 1-2 now on Gretchen Rowley, the senior right fielder. Reifenschneider, the 1-2 delivery, outside, ball number 2 to the 9-hitter Rowley. Reifenschneider, the 2-2 delivery, inside, strike number 3 as Rowley goes down swinging on the slap attempt, and out number 1 for the Strasburg Lady Tigers brings up number 10, the shortstop, Brooklyn Kelly.
So interesting question for you, Logan. Obviously, what was more exciting for you as an Indian Valley student, the state championship in football or getting to interview Bob Huggins this past basketball season?
Whew. First pitch up high for ball number 1. This is just me being 18 years old.
Sure.
The state championship is still the top moment. I'd say a close second, honestly, is even the state appearance in golf and really the school record. Kelly fouls that one off. Count moves to 1-1, but setting the school record at the IVC postseason tournament with an 11 under performance as a team was pretty special too.
Absolutely. So a lot of great memories for you while your high school career is obviously winding down. But those were some special memories that I hope you take with you the rest of the way.
Kelly grounds one to shortstop. Spidell can't handle it at short, and Kelly reaches on the air from Olivia Spidell at short.
Batting for Conotton Valley, the center fielder.
So batting now for the Rockets will be the center fielder, Ava Williams. Interesting fact about Ava, if you go to the Big Z Sports Facebook page, you'll find a lot of her photo galleries on there as well. Ava does a great job for Big Z Sports in the photography department.
Yes, she does. Absolutely.
Reifenschneider, Williams cuts at it and unable to field it are the two infielders, and the center fielder can't handle it. Kelly advances to third. But Williams is thrown out second. Kelly scoots back to third in a chaotic operation there on the bases from the Rockets. But Kelly advances to third, and now the Rockets have a runner in prime scoring position.
So a few scoring at home on that. That was going to be a base hit there by Ava Williams. She got the base hit, and then the defenders could not handle it. She tried to get the second, but was tagged out by, I believe, the second baseman, Rael Watkins.
Ball number 1 to Jenica Frudig. Frudig 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a ground out to second base.
So 2 outs now here in the top of the 5th.
Strike 1 on the inside. Count moves to 1-1 to the senior Frudig. Reifenschneider steps on the mound, now fires The 1-1 pitch to the senior Frudig is going to be inside for ball number 2.
That was awful close there. Trying to paint that inside corner is Miley Reifenschneider and just missed, says the home plate umpire.
Reifenschneider, the 2-1 delivery. Swung on and missed, strike number 2. Count goes even at 2-2 with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning.
You know, Logan, nobody's ever got a hit on 2-2-2, right?
That's an old saying that I feel like could be debunked here with one swing. Reifenschneider, the 2-2 pitch to Frudig, is going to be line to the shortstop, Spidell, for out number 3. Rockets strand Kelly on third with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Strasburg coming to the plate next here in the bottom of the 5th inning, coming up with Big Z Sports.
Synergy Sign and Graphics, where cutting-edge design meets timeless craftsmanship. For 20 years, we've been creating award-winning signs that grab attention and leave a lasting impression. From the Tuscarawas Valley to clients around the globe, we're the experts you trust to make your brand stand out. Synergy Sign and Graphics, crafting a visual impact that lasts.
Willendale Golf Cart Sales is conveniently located right in the heart of Strasburg on North Worcester Avenue. They are your one-stop shop for easy-go vehicles, Textron off-road vehicles, and Cushman vehicles. Once you choose your cart, then the fun begins at Willendale as they have all the accessories to deck it out. Willendale Golf Cart Sales pride themselves in providing great customer service in their sales, parts, and service departments. To see all the great reviews and to learn more, find Willendale Golf Cart Sales on Facebook.
8-9-1 up due for the Strasburg Lady Tigers here in the bottom of the 5th inning as they lead 2-1 over the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets in a very big IVC North matchup with 2 of the best teams, not just in the IVC North, but in the IVC in general.
Absolutely they are, and both these teams could compete for titles on either side of the league.
Kelly's first pitch to the right fielder, Carity Hartline, goes low for ball number 1. Kelly's 1-0 delivery to Hartline. Going to be grounded to short, fielded by the shortstop, Brooklyn Kelly. Throw is erred, and Hartline advances to second on the erred throw from Brooklyn Kelly, and Hartline reaches second on the error.
Nice heads-up base running there by Hartline as Brooklyn Kelly fired it errantly to first base as they're going to have a pinch runner. It's going to be number 43, Millie Richards. She's going to run for Carity Hartline. So Richards now on second.
That brings up Addie Suntimer, the designated player for the Strasburg Lady Tigers, with first batter running in scoring position.
We'll see if Hartline comes back in because you can courtesy runner for a non-pitcher or non-catcher one time, and then if you do it again, then they have to come out of the game. So we'll see what Coach Spidell decides to do with Hartline, if she stays in or if Richards takes over.
Kelly's first pitch is going to be bunted back foul. The count moves to 0-1 for the 9-hitter, Suntimer, the senior. Again, runner on second for the Strasburg Lady Tigers as they lead 2-1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Kelly, the 0-1 pitch is going to be called strike down the middle as Suntimer pulled back the bunt attempt, but it goes strike 2 down the middle for Maddie Kelly. Kelly, the 0-2 pitch, fouled back to the back wall here at Strasburg softball field, and the count will stay at 0-2. So a good job by Suntimer here to battle here in this 0-2 count. Kelly, the 0-2 pitch is going to be fouled back out of play. and Suntimer still battling there in this 0-2 hole. Kelly. Again, the 0-2 delivery. Going to be fouled back off the fence of the Strasburg dugout, and the count will stay at 0-2 once again.
So all 3 runs in the game scored in the first inning, 2 by Strasburg, 1 by Conotton, and it's been zeros on the board by the pitchers. See if Maddie Kelly can get out of this threat here by Strasburg.
Kelly, the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike number 3 in the first out of the inning for Maddie Kelly.
For the Tigers,
as she retires Suntimer. And that brings us to the top of the Strasburg lineup, and Hallie Argebright, as she is struck out and popped out to first at her 2 at-bats.
6 strikeouts on the day now for Maddie Kelly.
First delivery to Argebright is going to be low in the dirt for ball number 1. Kelly steps and fires the 1-0 pitch to Argebright. Is going to be popped up, and it's going to be just out of play, just right behind us, and the count will move to 1-1. So Kelly, 6 strikeouts on the day for the Lady Rockets. And a runner on second. Kelly, the 1-1 delivery. Gonna be a bunt attempt. It's going to be bunted down the first base line. Walker fields it. She fires to first to Whitney Watkins for out number 2. But Millie Richards advances to third on the bunt attempt. So there'll be a runner on third with 2 outs, with Liv Spidell coming to the plate for the Tigers. And a good job by Argebright there to do her job.
Number 16, Olivia Spidell.
Yeah, great job there by Argebright to get the sacrifice bunt down. Now a base hit scores another run for the Tigers as Spidell steps in with 15 RBIs on the season, leads the team, 1 ahead of Reifenschneider.
Kelly's first pitch to Spidell is going to be, catches the inside of the zone for strike number 1. Spidell 0 for 2 on the day with a fly out to right and a strikeout in her second at bat. Kelly's 0-1 delivery to the senior Spidell. Catches the inside again for strike number 2, and already Spidell in an 0-2 hole.
Spidell didn't like that call. She stood there, shook her head no. Backs out, takes a practice swing, and steps back in.
Kelly, the 0-2 delivery with 2 outs. Lined into left field. That's going to be an RBI for Olivia Spidell. Richards scores off the base hit from Olivia Spidell, and the Strasburg Lady Tigers take a 3-1 lead.
Big RBI single there for Spidell, and gets a 2-run lead now for the Lady Tigers here in the bottom of the 5th inning as Ella Gilkerson going to step in. She on the day is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored.
Gilkerson calls for time there before the at-bat. Steps outside the box, takes a practice swing, now steps in. Kelly, the first delivery. Catches the inside again. Strike 1 to Ella Gilkerson. And Maddie Kelly really using the inside part of the zone here in this bottom of the 5th.
Trying to keep the ball in on these big hitters for the Strasburg Lady Tigers. You leave it out over the plate, they're going to put one on the roof of the building in center field.
Kelly, pitch goes inside. Spidell is going to advance to second off the pass ball, and she tries to go to third. Nice heads-up defense from the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets, but Spidell able to slide around the tag and get to third.
Nice aggressive base running there by Liv Spidell as she advanced to second on the pass ball and kind of delayed for a second and headed on to third base. Great heads-up base running. Liv Spidell has always been aggressive on the bases.
And time called by head coach Jeremy Bleininger, excuse me. How did I screw that up? I've said his name at least 100 times. I screwed it up finally. Just going for time to really just almost calm his girls down a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. You give up a run here. It's bottom of the 5th inning, and you're down by 2. But you know what? You're still in this game. You just don't want it to get out of hand. You're going through what we call death row for Strasburg with 2, 3, and 4. And 5, really, with Sibla in the 5-hole. But Spidell, Gilkerson, Reifenschneider, Sibla. This is a tough part of the order to go through if you're trying to hold on to a lead. And Coach Bleininger probably just saying, hey, settle down, we're good. We got 2 outs here, and let's get out of this and get back in it. But big thanks to our presenting sponsors this season, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, the Kime Company, and Right Mark Roofing, with us all spring long, whether it be softball, baseball, or track and field.
Can't say enough about what the sponsors do for us here at Big Z Sports.
You cannot.
Kelly, the 1-1 delivery with 2 outs, is going to be grounded foul. Spidell tries to field it with her gloves at third. Count goes to 1-2.
So Miley Reifenschneider on deck for the Lady Tigers, but Gilkerson trying to get a hit here in the bottom of the 5th to give another run.
Gilkerson looking for an RBI here in the bottom of the 5th. Kelly fires it to the backstop. Williams throws to the plate, and safe at the plate is Spidell as she slides through the tag. 4-1 lead for Strasburg.
Liv Spidell, another aggressive base running as she slides feet first and into home plate, and she is safe for run number 4 as the aggressive base running pays off for the Strasburg Lady Tigers and Liv Spidell as she comes home on the pass ball. Now the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes to Gilkerson. The infamous 2-2-2 again, Logan. Let's see what happens.
Again, as I said, with Fruitig's at bat, it can all change with one swing of the bat.
It can.
Kelly, the 2-2 delivery to Gilkerson. And it goes off of Gil. It's going to be fielded by Fruitig. A bit of confusion there as Gilkerson thought it hit inside the batter's box, which would, in that case, would be a foul ball.
Coach Spidell not happy with that call as he says it should be a foul ball. Gilkerson thought it was foul too. That's why he didn't run.
That's
why she didn't run. And unfortunately, the home plate umpire is going to stick with the call.
So Strasburg scores 2 here in the bottom of the 5th inning to take a 4-1 lead as we head to the top of the 6th inning. Rockets coming to the plate next with Big Z Sports.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the community's financial needs for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with a unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact their office at 330-308-8700 or visit their website at cushfinancial.com to see about scheduling your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independence Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC.
At Hartsville's Quality Housing, we believe a home is where families grow, memories are made, and futures are built. For 47 years, we've stood by the values that matter most: honesty, trust, and a commitment to our community. Our goal is to provide affordable, reliable housing solutions. We don't just build homes, we invest in the future by supporting local student athletes and the schools that shape tomorrow's leaders. Whether it's on the field or in the classroom, we're proud to stand with our youth and the families who cheer them on. Hartsville's Quality Housing, built on trust, committed to community.
Welcome back to Strasburg Franklin Park here as we head for the top of the 6th inning for the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets, and for the 6th and 7th inning, we're going to throw it back to Joe Geckler.
Thanks, Logan. Appreciate it. 4-1, top of the 6th inning. Strasburg leads Conotton Valley. Going to have 4, 5, and 6. Maddie Kelly, Delilah Williams, and Whitney Watkins, your first 3 up for the Lady Rockets.
Re-entering right field will be number 32, Karaday Hartline.
So Hartline back in right field as the Strasburg Lady Tigers put 2 on the board there in the bottom of the 5th to give them a 3-run lead now, 4-1 here in the top of the 6th inning. Don't forget, coming up in our Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show, we'll announce our McInturf Realty Player of the Game. But that's coming up after the conclusion of our game here. 4-1, Strasburg. Top of the 6th inning, Maddie Kelly, Delilah Williams, and Whitney Watkins, your first 3 up for the Lady Rockets. Now Reifenschneider delivers. Inside corner for strike number 1. So Reifenschneider looks down at her wristband. Steps on, now delivers the 0-1. Swung on and fouled off. Going to be close. Looks like Geckler's going to have it, and she does for out number 1.
Batting will be the catcher, number 12, Delilah Williams.
Delilah Williams steps in. Now she's 0 for 2 on the day with a ground out back to Reifenschneider and a pop out to Addie Sibla at third base. Williams came into the game batting .485 on the season. Going to dip a little bit after the 0 for 2 so far. First pitch going to be high and away for ball number 1. Beautiful night for high school softball. Great crowd on hand as well here at Strasburg Franklin Park.
Couldn't ask for better weather.
Beautiful.
Weather than this.
Swung on and line to short, picked by Spidell. She fires to first for out number 2 here in the top of the 6th inning. Nice play there by Spidell at shortstop.
Batting will be the second baseman, number 4, Whitney Watkins.
So Whitney Watkins steps in. She's 0 for 2, struck out swinging her first time and struck out looking her second time. Emma Carnes on deck for the Lady Rockets with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Going to be a ground ball to second, fielded by Watkins on to first for out number 3. The Rockets go 1-2-3 in the top of the 6th. On to the bottom of the 6th. Strasburg leads 4-1. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, trust the team at Grandview Exterior Systems. Established in 2016, they specialize in commercial, industrial, and residential roofing, handling everything from repairs and replacements to full restorations and ongoing maintenance. At Grandview Exterior Systems, their mission is simple: create peace of mind for every client while setting the standard for safety, quality, and efficiency in construction. Visit them at 2230 Township Road 415 in Dundee. Call 330-275-1807 or learn more at GrandviewExteriorSystems.com. Grandview Exterior Systems. They have you and your roof covered.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at PacDrilling.com.
Bottom of the 6th inning back here at Strasburg Franklin Park. The Tigers lead the Lady Rockets 4-1. 4, 5, and 6 for the Lady Tigers. Reifenschneider, Sibla, and Seacrest. As Miley steps in against Maddie Kelly, still in the circle for the Lady Rockets. Swung on and popped up. Two-player, they just let it drop in foul territory as Reifenschneider was spared a foul pop-out. Either the first baseman, Walker, or the catcher, Williams, could come up with it. So no balls and 1 strike to Reifenschneider. She is 1 for 2 on the day with a 2-run bomb back in the first inning that's still on his way to Dover. And now the 0-1 from Maddie Kelly. Ground ball right back up the middle for a base hit by Reifenschneider. She's now 2 for 3 on the day, is the senior pitcher for the Lady Tigers. That's going to bring in the third baseman, number 7, Addie Sibla.
Carson Kramer.
And Carson Kramer going to run for Miley Reifenschneider. So Addie Sibla going to step in. She is 1 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a single.
Batting for the Tigers, the third baseman, number 7, Addie Sibla.
So 4-1, bottom of the 6th inning here at Strasburg Franklin Park. Joe Geckler, Logan McPeek in the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studios as Sibla steps in. First pitch from Kelly. Swung on and popped down the first base line and out of play for strike number 1.
Once again, we want to thank the Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers and your local Buellers for sponsoring chocolate milk after tonight's game to help players on both sides recharge after the game.
We may need to recharge after the game. Hopefully we may be able to snag one of those.
Hopefully.
Now the 0-1. It's going to be bunted and popped up. They're going to get the runner back at first, and that's going to be a double play. And now 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning as Sibla tried to lay a bunt down, popped it up to the pitcher, Kelly, who fielded it and threw on to first to double off the runner. So that's going to bring in number 5, Sophia Seacrest. Shot to third base, fielded by the third baseman, Frudig, and on to first baseman, Walker for out number 3. We head to the top of the 7th. Strasburg 3 outs away from picking up the win. They lead 4-1. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
If there's a new driver in the house, the East Central Ohio Educational Service Center is ready to help them hit the road with confidence. Through the Drive to Succeed scholarship, eligible Ohio teens under 21 may qualify for funding to cover driver education, making it easier to get started. With flexible online learning and in-car training options, ECO ESC Driver Services helps students build skills for the road and beyond. Don't wait, start driving toward your future today. To learn more or apply, visit drivetasucceed.org or contact Trudy Lewis at trudy.lewis@ecoesc.org.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. The past 30 years, the residents in and around the Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff of McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of those communities, there is nothing better than high school sports. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty, 330-364-SOLD, or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Welcome back to Strasburg Franklin Park. Top of the 7th inning, Strasburg 4, Conotton Valley 1. As the Rockets are going to have 7, 8, and 9 to lead off here in the top of the 7th. Leading or trailing by 3 runs are the Lady Rockets. Most of the scoring happened back in the first inning. 1 run by Conotton Valley, 2 runs by Strasburg, and then Strasburg picked up 2 more runs back in the 5th inning to make the score 4-1. Now the first pitch. Outside corner for strike number 1 to Emma Carnes. On the day, she is 0 for 1 with a walk. No balls and 1 strike to Carnes, the designated hitter. Ooh, that looks like it got her off the leg, and it did. A hit by pitch now puts Carnes on first base.
So one thing the Rockets needed so far in this top of the 7th was 1 base runner.
So Ashton Walker steps in. She is 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout looking and a ground out. 3-4 on the putout. That's going to be fouled off back to the screen for strike number 1. So no balls and 1 strike to Carnes, or to Walker, excuse me. Lying down the first base line and foul out of play for strike number 2. Now no balls and 2 strikes to Ashton Walker.
Walker just a bit late there on that swing, or else that one probably would have been a base hit.
Just a half a second earlier, that would have been a shot down the right field line. That might have got a run in. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled at the plate. Count remains at no balls and 2 strikes. Ground back to Reifenschneider. She fires on to second and just out of the reach of Spidell as she could not get the throw back to Spidell. That's going to be an error on Reifenschneider on the throw. A tailor-made double play, and Reifenschneider just fired it wide of second.
Right fielder number 1, Gretchen Rowley.
That's going to go down as an E1.
Gilkerson going to go have a meeting now with Reifenschneider and the infield, just kind of calm them down a little bit. Rockets now have 2 on base now with the top of the order looming with the 9-hitter up.
Gretchen Rowley steps in, 2 strikeouts on the day, the slap hitter. Like Logan said, runners on first and second now. A hit by pitch and an error is how the 2 runners got on for the Lady Rockets. You got to get them on to get them over and get them in, do the Rockets. So
it's an ideal start for the Rockets here in this top of the 7th.
It is for sure, especially like you said, with the top of the order looming. And she's going to drop that bunt down, picked up by Whalen at first, fires on to the second baseman Watkins for out number 1, but does her job and gets the runners over on the sacrifice as it goes 3-4 on the putout for out number 1. And back to the top of the order, going to bring in the shortstop, Brooklyn Kelly. Kelly on the day.
For the Rockets, the shortstop, number 10, Brooklyn Kelly.
0 for 1 with a walk.
Technically 0 for 2 with a walk. She reached on an error and popped out to the third baseman, and she scored a run with the walk. Ooh, inside, almost got her. First one, ball. So ball 1 to Brooklyn Kelly. Came into the day batting .457. 2 big runs out there on second and third for the Lady Rockets here in the top of the 7th, who trail 4-1 to the Lady Tigers of Strasburg. Now the 0-1 pitch going to be fouled off back behind us for strike number 1.
It's big, those runners on second and third, because it almost, unless of a pop-out bunt and a base running error, it takes a double play out of play.
Ava Williams on deck for the Lady Rockets. Jenica Frutig in the hole. Now the 1-1 going to be off-speed pitch. Left high for ball number 2 now. 2 balls and 1 strike. Now the 2-1 by Reifenschneider. Swung on and fouled off back behind us again. Runs the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Top of the 7th, 2 runners on. Now the 2-2 pitch. Leaves it high for ball 3 now. Full count to Brooklyn Kelly.
That's a great job by Kelly staying disciplined on that pitch.
Yeah, that rise ball can get you to come out of your shoes, and before you know it, it's over your bat and out of the strike zone. Kelly with a nice job looking at ball number 3. Now the payoff pitch. Swung on and popped up again back behind us. Count remains at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Coming up in our Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show, we'll announce our McInturf Realty Player of the Game. We still got some softball to play here. 4-1 Strasburg with 2 on with 1 out for Conotton Valley. Swing and a miss for strikeout number 1 here in the top of the 7th inning. And that's going to be out number 2.
Ava Williams.
As Ava Williams steps in on the day, she is 0 for 3. Nope, take that back, 1 for 3 with a base hit. Swing and a miss by Ava Williams for strike number 1. That was the 6th strikeout of the day for Reifenschneider just a moment ago. Now the 0-1 to Williams. Swung on and popped up. Does Sibla get there? She does! Makes the catch and falls down face first. And the Strasburg Lady Tigers are going to hold on here at Strasburg Franklin Park to pick up a huge win over the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets. 4-1. Back after this with our Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show with Big Z Sports.
Thanks everyone for coming.
Every game begins with a spark. Athletes stepping onto the court, families filling the stands, and communities coming together. At Niedenthal & Company, their belief is that this spirit is what makes our communities such special places to live and grow. To all athletes in Tuscarawas, Holmes, Wayne, and Stark counties, your dedication inspires us all. Keep pushing, keep believing, and know your communities are behind you every step of the way. Niedenthal & Company wishes all athletes competing the best of luck this season.
The T-County Boxing Academy is excited to announce the return of their youth boxing for 2026. Registration is now open for interested boys and girls ages 7 to 15. Classes will run Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. T-County Boxing gives you the option of paying for the classes monthly or per visit, whichever works best for you. To learn more about youth training and all that the T-County Boxing Academy offers, find them on Facebook. The Tuscarawas County dairy farmers want you to know that low-fat chocolate milk is a great choice for student athletes and hard workers. It provides the nutrition needed after practices, games, or a hard day at work, and it tastes great. Low-fat chocolate milk is packed with carbohydrates for energy, proteins to repair muscles, fluids to rehydrate, plus vitamins and minerals to help build strong bones and bodies. It's the official beverage of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers. Farms, family, food.
It's never too late to move forward, and Buckeye Career Center Adult Education is here to help. Our Aspire program supports adults building reading, math, and language skills, preparing for the high school equivalency test, or learning English as a second language. Classes are offered in New Philadelphia, Dover, and Berlin, or enroll in the Adult Diploma program, free for Ohioans 18 and older without a high school diploma. Gain industry-recognized credentials and a high school diploma at the same time. Start today at Buckeye Career Center. Visit buckeyecareercenter.org to learn more.
Welcome back to Strasburg Franklin Park and our Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show as the Strasburg Lady Tigers moved to 10-2 on the season with a 4-1 victory over the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets. Joe Geckler, Logan McPeek in our Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studios. And Logan, exciting softball game, a lot of action, great defensive plays and some heads-up base running by both teams, but Strasburg comes out on the top 4-1.
Absolutely. It was a great game, well-played game by both teams. Strasburg played a really good defensive game. Obviously gave up that first run in that first inning, and then Miley Reifenschneider really never let up on the mound since that point. And then just the timely hitting by the Strasburg Tigers here in the bottom of the sixth, I believe what it was, and they scored those 2 runs to really put some insurance runs on the board and really make it tough on Conotton Valley there in the top of the 7th.
Yep, 2 runs in the first, 2 runs in the 5th inning for the Strasburg Lady Tigers. Comes up big enough as they win 4-1 here today against the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets, and that's kind of a revenge game for them as they fell 3 times to them last year. As you get the first one here in Strasburg, you still got the makeup game to play at Conotton Valley, and of course they won't meet again after the second game of the regular season. They could meet later in the tournament run if they both can get to regionals. They would meet in the regional championship game. Obviously, gotta do some work there first. But big win again for the Strasburg Lady Tigers as Miley Reifenschneider are going to change the all-time wins over to 930 wins now for the Strasburg Lady Tigers. Congratulations to the Lady Tigers. And, of course, the girls played their hearts out here today as now Addie Sibla puts up the 3 on the 930. And going to announce our McInturf Realty Player of the Game. And, Logan, I think we're both in agreement on who it should be, as came out with a big momentum for the Lady Tigers in the first inning was a 2-run bomb by Miley Reifenschneider. She was 2 for 3 at the plate with a home run, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. And also in the circle today, picks up the win. Goes 7 innings, 6 Ks, and only allows the 1 run. So our McInturf Realty Player of the Game, Miley Reifenschneider for the Strasburg Lady Tigers.
Absolutely. And really after that top of the first inning, she really took command on the mound. And you could see it all through even not just the strikeouts, but also the defensive performances today. Not allowing many balls to get to the outfield on many occasions for Conotton Valley hitters. So Miley Reifenschneider, a tremendous game today on the mound and in the batter's box as well.
Absolutely, and of course the defense played well. Liv Spidell at short, Addie Sibla at third. They were playing great as well defensively for the Lady Tigers. Had some aggressive base running by Spidell late in the game to spark a run, and they end up getting 2 runs in that inning to help give them the 4-1 lead. But Logan, as always, my man, great seeing you, great doing a game with you. This is our first of a few here this spring, and we'll catch up again. I'm not sure when our next game is together. I think it's a baseball game, though. I would have to look at the schedule, but great job, man, and it was a pleasure doing the game with you.
It's always a pleasure to do the game with you, Joe, and it's a pleasure to be on the broadcast here. This is really the first time I've really gotten to do a full season with you guys. And I'm really appreciative of that.
Absolutely. We love to have you here. You do a great job, and you do a great job for Braves Radio for when you were in high school there. I know that's coming to an end, so if I don't see you before graduation, congratulations. But I know I'll see you some more here coming up in the next few weeks. Again, for our Claxon Communications crew of Jacob and Andrew today, we appreciate their hard work, as always, giving you the sights and sounds here for Big Z Sports. And again, big shout-out to all of our sponsors, and our McInturf Realty player of the game is senior Miley Reifenschneider. For Logan McPeek, Jacob, and Andrew, I'm Joe Geckler saying good night, Z Country.
Thanks for watching this Claxon Communications production of High School Sports on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. For the latest news and scores, follow Big Z Sports on Facebook, on Twitter at @Big_Z Sports, and on Instagram. Don't miss any of the live stream coverage all season long by simply subscribing for free to Big Z Sports on our YouTube channel. For the best in high school sports coverage, there is only one Big Z Sports.